In this video, we're going to talk about who actually writes the copy to my emails, because I get a lot of emails responding to my emails saying like, hey man, your emails are funny, who writes your copy? So we're going to talk about that and just copywriting in general.
How'd you do that?
I see that success is not something you pursue, it is something you are.
All right, so if you know you should have an email newsletter, you're sending out emails, or you're just creating stuff in general, then you got to make sure that you're pretty good at copywriting. And a lot of people would reply to my emails saying like, hey man, who actually writes the emails? Because I mean, sometimes it's pretty freaking funny. And so I say like, oh, thank you, man. Thank you. Now, I know that you probably think, well, I must have someone like J.K. Rowling, someone like J.K. Rowling who just left Harry Potter. There's a reason why she stopped Harry Potter, and it's because she wanted to work with a real mind reader. And you're probably wondering like, hey, I know that you had J.K. Rowling. She's probably writing your emails. So how did you do it? How do you get those good emails and stuff? And really, it's just me. Just me. Really, in terms of the emails, the reason why I write the emails the way I do, I'll talk about it in just a second, but basically I read a ton of emails from all kinds of marketing gurus. I would sign up to their newsletters and I read all kinds of emails. And so every single email sounded the same to me. They were like, oh, if you want to learn how to do marketing, then here's step 1, step 2, step 3. And oh, if you want to learn this, then go see my video. Every single one of their emails just read the same, sounded the same, no matter what. And so I got kind of bored reading all these emails. And I decided, well, when I create my emails, they're not going to be that boring. And that's what I did. And so with the serious tone that a lot of people had with their emails is there was no personality in those emails. No matter how great their content was, there was no personality in it. And so I always think in terms of engagement, because you know I'm an entertainer. So I always think in terms of engagement. It's not just, oh, do I have your attention? It's how do I keep your attention long enough to get you to buy? That's what it always comes down to. How do you keep someone's attention long enough? And so the emails is just about keeping people's attention, and it's about how you deliver content. In fact, if you want to look up the absolute best communicator when it comes to just mic skills in general, go to YouTube and look up Benji Bruce. Oh, no, I'm just kidding. Go to YouTube and look up The Rock. Look up The Rock mic skills. And if you don't know who The Rock is Dwayne Johnson, the actor, same person. But basically, Dwayne Johnson, before he became the movie star, was a wrestler. And he was the wrestler called The Rock. And his persona was this really, really entertaining persona. And if you look up The Rock mic skills, you'll see some of the funniest stuff in terms of actually presenting. And you'll notice one thing about him is he focused on the delivery, on everything he was doing. So he would say things like, hey, what is your name? What is your name? And then as soon as they say it, he's like, it doesn't matter what your name is. And he would just like go off. And it was all about the delivery. And that's what I thought in terms of the emails as well. So it's not just presentation in terms of being on a stage and presenting in a video. You got to also do this in your emails and when you're writing stuff. And so I literally would write emails that made me laugh. I mean, literally. And at first, so the first few emails didn't make me laugh. I was trying to be like all the other guys. I was writing serious stuff. And so the first few emails were dead serious. And then eventually I got bored. I was like, dude, I'm freaking bored doing this stuff. And so I started writing emails that would literally make me laugh. And I would write stuff like, oh, I know you love me more than you love your kids. And I would write stuff like that. That's why you see me being sarcastic all the time in these emails, just because, number one, I think sarcasm is the humor of smart people. So if you don't like sarcasm, it means you're technically pretty dumb. And so if you like sarcasm, you like me, and you like these emails, and you like these videos, and you're pretty freaking smart. You're like Einstein smart. So, hey, just saying, if you don't like me, you're dumb. If you do like me, you're pretty intelligent. You got a high IQ. So just saying. But what I realize is that I'm going to write these emails as an extension of me, because when I get on stage and I entertain, and whenever I'm doing a presentation, I entertain. No matter what I'm doing, I focus on the engagement, on the entertainment. And so when I write the emails, I said, okay, let me put some personality in these freaking emails to entertain and engage. And that's why the emails are the way they are. Basically, if you don't know how to grab, keep, and convert attention, then you don't have a business. You won't be able to increase sales. And so the secret to all these beautiful emails that you get is this guy.